Well, he joins us from SouthWood Corporation, which is a local company making signs seen around the world. Hey there, Wilson.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wilson's World. Hope you're having a good one. I sure am. And this is one of those shows, you know, I love kind of sharing hidden gems of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County with you, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're at SouthWood Corporation, and Ernest is here with us, a president of the company here. And you've been in the sign-making business for 40 years.
Right, 40 years now.
40 years, and you had something kind of funny a little while ago. You were saying that people, they don't know about you, but when they come here and they see all the signs, I imagine you're going to be going through the rest of your day going, hey, I know that sign. I've seen that sign.
It happens all the time. People don't know who we are, but they come over here and they get exposed to us and they see our work and they say, oh, I've seen that. I've seen that. I know who you are.
And this morning, what are we going to show people? We're going to take them through the whole process, right?
Sure. Show them how everything is done and what we do for clients in Charlotte and around the world.
You like take them from design, you work with them, figure out what they want, and you make them, you paint them, you do all kinds of stuff.
Correct. All the manufacturing, design, everything is done right here in Charlotte.
40 years of sign making here in Charlotte. There's got to be something that kind of sticks out in your mind, something that's just kind of a crazy story.
Probably one of the craziest ones was several years ago. We were involved in a job in Spain, and the client insisted they wanted ceramic tile signs, which they said they could get in Spain.
Yeah.
But we convinced them that we could make ceramic tile signs in Charlotte, North Carolina, ship them to Spain, and they would be better than what they got there.
Yeah, but I mean, Spain, they're known for like the ceramic tile in there, aren't they?
That's exactly, you're right. And that's what made it so fun, to be able to show what we can do.
You got nothing on Charlotte, Spain. I'm just saying. So you got that. So you go all the way from doing that all the way to, you know, if you've been in Uptown Charlotte, you've seen these signs. These are the cat signs. How many thousands of these have you made?
Oh, thousands and thousands of them all over the 7 or 8 or 9 counties, or however many they cover.
Yeah.
Everywhere you see a bus stop, then we've been there.
Wow, that is amazing stuff. So we're going to walk you through the whole process this morning. They've also got something kind of cool, a program we'll tell you about, where you have grants for, you know, different churches and charity organizations and things like that, where they can, you know, they're a part of the community and you want to help people out, and we'll tell people about that here in just a little bit as well. So, all right, we're going back there. I can smell the paint. I can smell all kinds of machinery. This is going to be really, really cool. We are taking you behind the scenes right here. Oh, look at that. The tanning room. Is there anybody on the show that's known for going in the tanning room? Mathis, we're at SouthWood Corporation here hanging out. It's going to be a fun one. One of the hidden gems of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County. We're going to share it with you on Wilson's World. Coming up in just a little bit. Back to you guys in the studio.
Channeling his Bill Engvall this morning. Here's your sign.
He's at SouthWood Sign Corporation, where whatever your sign, they can make it. Hey, Wilson.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Yep, Wilson's World this morning. We're at SouthWood Corporation. I know, corporation, this and that. This is pretty cool. This is one of those hidden things in Charlotte. We're taking you behind the scenes, someplace you normally wouldn't get into. Ernest is here, president of the company. Been making signs in the Charlotte area for 40 years,
right?
And we're taking you through the process right now. And kind of that first step here, you get salespeople, and they all do that kind of stuff working with your clients, right?
Yeah, well, the first order of business is we have to help figure out what it is people need. We tend to think we're in the sign business, but really we're in the problem-solving business.
Yeah.
So first we got to find out what the problem is. What do they need? Sometimes it's just a single sign. Sometimes it's a comprehensive system of maybe hundreds of signs over a huge facility. We have to help them figure out what do they need, where do they go, what do they say, what do they look like. We have to do the design, the planning, the engineering. So there's a lot of behind-the-scenes things.
I imagine that for people, and they're thinking, oh, you just throw up a sign. And you've probably heard that a lot where people have a sign, I'm guessing, and it just doesn't work out. When a sign doesn't work, you know it, right?
That's correct. And that's a lot of our business is people realize we didn't do it right the first time, let's try again.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And some of the signs the guys are working on right here, I know he just had one up there that was kind of no, they were working on a leasing sign right there. No swimming, no, what the heck is that? I do not want to go to that park right there. Do not feed the wildlife, no swimming or wading. Do not drink the water.
Actually, that's part of a sign program for an apartment community in California.
Oh.
And we're doing the entire community. So it'll be the identification sign,
right,
all the directional signs, the building number signs,
don't drink the water,
all the regulatory signs about what to do in and around the facilities.
No nude sunbathing.
We've done those. But
you have not done those.
We've done those, but the installation crew doesn't want to install those because the uniform requirements can be challenging.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Well, we're going to take you through the whole process here this morning. A sign that some of you people may know about here in the Charlotte area, big famous one, the Lance sign. You guys are involved in that, right?
Yes, over on South Boulevard on Lance, where they have the big manufacturing facility, what we call the cracker plant.
Yeah.
They've been working over there, and with probably the last 50 years, there's been this iconic Lance logo up on the front of the building that you can see from South Boulevard. They approached us several months ago when they decided to change the logo a little bit. They tweaked it.
Yeah.
They wanted to take down that old logo and put up a new one, so we've now replaced the old icon on South Boulevard.
We're going to tell you more about that, and if you've been up and down South Boulevard, you've been in Charlotte for a while, you know exactly what we're talking about. We're going to show that to you coming up here in just a little bit. This is really cool. We're even going to take you in the plant here and show them actually making the signs. That's coming up on Wilson's World in just a little bit. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, sir. 6:29. Well, what do Hollywood super couples Wilson?
John Wilson is talking a different kind of signs out in South Charlotte. Good morning, Wilson.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Hope you're having a good one. Wilson's World. We're at the SouthWood Corporation, and Ernest is here with us. President of the company. We've been making signs in Charlotte for 40 years. We're kind of walking through the whole process. We're getting ready to go into the plant and show saws and stuff and this and that. We're learning about the design, though, and something that was really iconic in the South Boulevard, South End area, the Lance plant. You know, those Lance crackers, been in Charlotte forever, just like you guys. You were involved in kind of getting that old sign down not too long ago and putting the new one up.
That's right. Yeah, they came to us and they wanted help getting the old logo off the building and the new one on the building. So we took the design of the new logo and figured out how to scale and size it to position it on the wall. And the sign, as big as that one was, had to be made in pieces. It was too big to handle as one. So in the factory, we built it in sections, transported it to the job site, and then reassembled a test assembly on the roof.
Yeah.
And then one section at a time, it was reinstalled to the wall of the building about 50 feet up in the air.
And Mike's showing you with the camera there behind the scenes there, you can see kind of taking the old sign down, and there it is landed on the roof, all the different sections there. And yeah, this is one of those things again where people think you just throw up a sign, but something like this where you had to like break the logo down into different chunks and different pieces and lay it out, and you got to be dead on with something like that, because a sign, if it's off just a little bit, people know.
You're right, and we know it, and we're the most challenging critic of the whole process. But yeah, with our design department, we've got this job. Jason and Tony and Steve and Lee worked on figuring out how to get this done, make all these pieces, and they had to coordinate with the installation team about how do we break these sections down into manageable pieces, and with the fabrication guys about how do we build it. So it's a real team effort, and never do we just throw up a sign. There's a lot that goes into it that people don't see. It's like the iceberg, so much of it's below the water. That's where the action is. That's a good way of putting it.
That's a good way of putting it. And I love that right there where you can see where you had to break it down into the different groups and different sections right there. But that Lance sign, I mean, it's iconic in Charlotte. You know, the old one. And now the new one's up there. That's going to be the same. I mean, that sign's going to be up for, another 30, 40 years.
That's what our plan is, and that's what Lance's plan is. And the logo modification was fairly subtle. Most people won't notice, hey, they've got a new logo, but they've just sort of brought it forward into the new century, and
jazz it up a little bit. Yeah, I love it. Man, good stuff right there. You're going down South Boulevard, be looking for that sign, because this is where they made it. Pretty cool stuff right here. Going on right here in Charlotte. Signs going off all across the country here. We're at SouthWood Corporation. We're going to go inside the plant when we come back. That's Wilson's World. Back to you guys in the studio. I got Lance in my pants.
Wilson is going to show us how the sausage is made this morning. Well, or in this case, signs, which isn't nearly as scary. Hey there.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Wilson's World. We're at SouthWood Corporation. I am learning so much this morning. We're making signs here. This company's been here for 40 years. Ernest is the president, and 40 years we've been making these signs. We're in kind of the factory part here. I love showing you guys this because this is something, and some place where you wouldn't even know it's here, and to get behind the scenes, the average person, you just wouldn't be able to see something like this. You're the president here, 40 years making signs. What kind of signs do you make in this factory?
Well, we're making all kinds. Basically, we're making permanent signs as opposed to real temporary, down and dirty, quick things.
Yeah.
So we're doing signs out of aluminum, out of wood, out of resins, acrylics. We're doing LED lighted signs. We do interior, exterior, all kind of permanent signs with a significant amount of manufacturing complexity to them.
Yeah, and you're shipping them out all across the country, right?
Across the country and beyond. We do a lot of work in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
We've done some work in Europe. So we basically go wherever our clients take us. And clients have lots of properties. They'll take us to lots of places.
No, I love it. And this is one right here that I know is kind of near and dear to you. North Carolina Outward Bound, and a new sign kind of helping them out. This is part of your grant program where people, organizations throughout the Carolinas can kind of apply for something and you can help them out.
Right. We've set up a grant program where we help fund signage for nonprofits in Mecklenburg County. And once a quarter, we take grant applications, and we've been able to help a lot of folks get better signs on their properties.
Oh, see, and something like that, just a good sign or something, just, you know, whatever you're doing, and that is just, man, that is huge. That's going to be great for the different trails they have and different things like that. We're going to have complete details on the grant program up for you and linked up at foxcharlotte.com, so you can check that out. We got it up on our web links right now, a link up to you guys and your website, but the whole process is listed right there, right?
That's correct.
All right, we'll have details, all that's for you at foxcharlotte.com. We're going to take you through the process a little bit more and do some exploring in here. I love showing this stuff to you again. The whole thing, we're going to make some signs right here. Big thanks to SouthWood for having us come out this morning, showing off some signs. One of the hidden gems of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County. That's Wilson's World. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you. 727.
Out and about at SouthWood Sign Corporation. Good morning to you, Wilson.
Hey, yes, everybody. Good morning. Wilson's World making signs this morning. Signs everywhere, signs. You got to have a sign, right?
Right.
And SouthWood Corporation here, President Ernest is back here with us, and we're in the wood section here, right?
Correct, yeah.
And you got all these different signs here. Tell me about what we're looking at right now.
Well, this is a variety of signs made of primarily of wood. We're using redwood, western red cedar. We bring in truckload quantities, and we've been doing this 40 years. And we start with raw materials of wood. We cut it, glue it, build it into a sign panel, and then we route it or sandblast it to create the graphics, custom paint it, personalize it with logos. All sizes from a small door number to something as big as a wall of your house.
Yeah, I know you got some pieces of wood in here that are huge, and different routers, different cuts and everything. You really, I mean, all the different sides, you really got to have some people in here that are good with wood, but good with different types of wood, right?
That's right, and not only with wood, but with other materials as well, because wood is one of a half a dozen materials we use. And so we've got a very, very talented group of about 50 employees, cross-trained, work in multiple departments.
Are there different signs for different applications? I mean, I imagine if somebody comes to you, you know, a sign for outside, like what would be like a situation where somebody, you know, would want to have a wood sign as opposed to something else? What would be the advantage to something like that?
Well, it depends upon some durability issues, what kind of look they want. Wood is sort of a construction material, and you can use it in a lot of different ways,
right,
depending upon what kind of finish you want. And what type of sign you'd like done. And some of these are three-dimensional, many are three-dimensional, so you can get carving and depth and sculpting. That wood lends itself well to that. There may be other materials like aluminum or brass.
Or like a fancy pants stop sign, you know? Where
that's right.
That look kind of nice in the neighborhood. No skateboarding. No skateboarding. Skateboarding is not a... No, I'm just kidding. So, all right, so we got this. We got the wood section right here. We're going to take everybody around and show them more of the process and everything, and get into some of the metal and the fabricating and all that kind of stuff. And just, man, just so many good stuff. Let me ask you this, though. How many people do you have working here, just on average, just to guess here?
Well, we've total employment's about 50, and close to 25, 30 of those are out here on the factory floor, suffering through the heat on a day like this, but doing a great job. And they sometimes go unrecognized, so we like to make sure everybody knows that's the backbone of what we do.
Not unrecognized anymore. We're going to show more of these signs, take you through the process. That's Wilson's World. Back to you guys in the studio.
Looking forward to seeing more of